I'm gonna go ahead and show the movie collection really fast. It's nothing awesome, but it's, for me it's awesome. I got the Incredible Hulk. I've got the first season only on DVD. His face changes. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing over there? His face changes. The only reason I have the first season and not any of the other ones is because I have the other seasons on my computer, and I did not have the first one, so that's why I bought that. I eventually want to get all the seasons on DVD, but it's not that easy for me at this point. Anyway, coming down, got Bruce Lee box set. It comes with 4 movies. Not all of them are Bruce Lee. That's kind of confusing. But a thing that was really popular was they would make movies and say it had Bruce Lee in it, but it didn't. Or they would use stock footage of Bruce Lee and other movies and stuff like that and put it in there and pass it off. But there's only, I think, one of those movies in there has Bruce Lee in it. And it's like a legitimate movie that he made. But going down, 28 Days Later. I'm if you know me, I'm a kind of a horror movie, guy. I really love horror movies and cheesy kind of movies. But this is a good movie. I really liked it. I liked the take that they, have on, the undead, if whatever you want to call it, zombies or not. I'm not going to get into that now, but that's a good movie. Coming down, we've got Enter the Dragon, the special edition. That's a Bruce Lee movie. That's like one of the best Bruce Lee movies that I've seen so far. Directly below that, I've got The Big Boss and Game of Death 2. Also, 2 really good Bruce Lee movies. Here is the DVD, Bruce Lee, The Man, the Myth. I believe this is a documentary. Some of these I haven't really seen all the way through. I've got Path of the Dragon. See, that's the thing that confused me. Enter the Dragon, Path of the Dragon, Fist of the Dragon, Way of the Dragon. Right below that, you might want to know why this is upside down. And that's a good question, because the DVD is right side up, but the title's upside down. So if I put it in like this, the DVD would be upside down. Sometimes that gets to me, but The Fists of Bruce Lee. Down from there, Bruce Lee Fights Back from the Grave. That's an interesting show, and that suffers from the same problem as the one above it does. It has to be upside down for the titles to be correct. Here's a martial arts samurai pack. It's got one Bruce Lee, The Man, the Myth, which is up here, but it also has some other kung fu movies on there. I also like the cheesy kung fu martial arts movies. Going down from there, George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, you are missing out. If you like horror movies and you like zombie movies, definitely see this one if you have not. It's great. And then right below it, we have the shittier, not as good remake of Dawn of the Dead. Not as good, but it's okay. Below that, we have The Gumby Show. Yeah, here we go. Now we're getting into some good stuff. The Gumby Show, the complete 50s series. Gumby is awesome. It is fantastic. If you have not seen it, go ahead and check it out. I'm sure you can find something on YouTube or whatnot, but when you get a chance, try and see if you can get your hand on. This is a good set that I've seen. It's got it's complete 50s. It's the complete 50s series, which is good. Moving on, Gamera, the Ultimate Collection. Also, I'm a big monster movie kind of guy, like Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, things like that. So this is the Ultimate Collection. I believe, there's 3 movies in there. Gamera, the Invincible, War of the Monsters, and Destroy All Planets. That is great. And right below that is the Gamera Legacy Collection from 1965 to 1999. 11 movie set. This is the 11 movie set. Some great ones in there. Some really good ones. Put it back. See, I have to figure out a new way because this thing does not enjoy the boxes on the outside of these DVDs. There we go. Going down, we got Grandma's Boy. It's funny. I like it. So, not much to say about that. Directly below that, all the red Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I believe that's every single one of them. If I'm not mistaken. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe 6 was Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And then I've also got, let's see, I've got 5 and 6. And this one is a 4-movie set, which had 5 and 6 on it. But it also had Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Freddy vs. Jason, which, in my opinion, it's one of the best versus movies I've seen, and it's with two of the most iconic horror slasher type monsters. So that's awesome. They did a really good job on that. Moving down, we've got War of the Worlds. This is the original. It's in color. This is not the remake, the one that is complete and utter shit. This is the actual good one, the classic, the original. So if you haven't seen this one, I've ran into that a lot. There's been a lot of people who said that they've seen the remake and they haven't seen the original, or they've seen the remake and they didn't even know about the original. And of course, it's one of those older style movies. You know, it was made in 1953, so it's one of those things that's like, it's old. You know, the effects are a little old, but they were still pretty awesome for what they had at that time. Moving down, we've got The Fly and The Fly 2. This is a double feature. The Fly is an awesome sci-fi movie. This is the remake, not the original Fly. I don't really know if I count that as a remake or just a reimagining. I don't know. But the one with Jeff Goldblum. And then the second one with, what's his name? Eric Stoltz, I believe. Yeah, Eric Stoltz. But this is a great movie. There's a lot of gore. It's completely fantastic. The practical effects are amazing in this movie. If you're a big practical effects fan like I am, The Fly is definitely a movie that you need to see. And The Fly 2 is not too bad. It's not great. It kind of feels like, they kind of dropped the ball a little bit on that one, but it's still pretty good. Moving down, oh, here we go. John Carpenter's They Live. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a very good movie. It's got Roddy Piper in it. It's about a guy who, he's a drifter, and there's these aliens that are taking over the planet, and you can only see them with special sunglasses. It's kind of an odd concept, but you need to watch it. It's great. Below that, we've got Planet of Dinosaurs. Now, this movie right here, I could talk forever on, but I'm just going to try and sum it up in a few amount of words. It's a very, very fun movie. I absolutely love this movie. I don't even know when it was made. I completely forgot. I blanked on it a little bit, but I'll have to look that up and figure that out. So it's 84 minutes long, and it's a movie where there's these people are in space and they're off course. Some stuff happens. I'm not going to really go into it because if you have not seen this movie, you need to watch this movie. Planet of Dinosaurs, trapped on a lost world of prehistoric monsters. But their spaceship crashes and they get out and they're on this planet of dinosaurs. And the effects, it's all pretty much stop motion practical effects. It's a great movie. It's one of those movies where it's like you laugh at it, but it's still great every single time you watch it. Below that, National Lampoon's Vacation with Chevy Chase, or Chevy, however you want to say it. I don't give a shit. Funny movie. It's kind of out of place, but, you know, I've got all these horror movies and these monster movies, and then boom, Vacation, but that's okay. In here, I've got four movies: The Lost Boys, The Tribe, Lost Boys, The Thirst, and then Queen of the Damned. I don't know. I'm not sure if there was another Lost Boys movie. I for some reason feel like there was, but I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure there was, but and if there is, I know I have it. I just need to go find it. The Tremors Attack Pack. Tremors is another great movie. I love the first and the second one. The second one was my absolute favorite. Not so big on the third one, and then the fourth one did it again for me. So it's like the first one, they used the big puppets and things like that, and it was great, and it felt like a true, you know, monster movie that you think. And then the second one, they didn't drop the ball on that one, as most sequels go. This is that one, in my opinion, that was actually a decent sequel, is Tremors 2 Aftershocks. They took the ball and they kept going. 3 kind of got away from it a little bit. It was kind of more humorous and more like, oh, if you're a little kid, you can watch it as well. So that's why I'm not a big fan of the third one. But then the fourth one, The Legend Begins, again, it kind of took it back and what made it great the first time, and it did great on that. Moving down, we've got the Karate Kid trilogy, not including the fourth one, the next Karate Kid, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It's okay. I have it on my computer, but I do not have it on DVD, and I don't think I'll get it on DVD unless I'm just trying to complete the collection. This is the original Karate Kid with Ralph Macchio. So this is not the remake of the Karate Kid that, in my opinion, was absolutely terrible. But that's for another time. That's 1, 2, and 3. Great movie. Thumb Wars. If you haven't seen it, it's a Steve Odekirk film. It's Star Wars with thumbs. So it's a lot more funnier than it sounds. Below that, Walk the Line. Below that, Unleashed. Then I got The Greatest. Kung Pao, Enter the Fist is another Steve Odekirk film. There's a guy who did the Thumb Wars and stuff like that. It's a very interesting movie how they did it. You'll just have to check it out. Kung Pao. Below that, I've got Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. I didn't want to take it out because now it's hard to get the frickin' box back in. There we go. Below that, The Blair Witch Project. My only favorite found footage film ever. I gotta get those stickers off. I hate that. I fucking hate that when people insist on putting fucking stickers on the case. Like, we don't want to enjoy the fucking art, do we? Nope, let's just slap a gigantic fucking sticker right there on the case, and then when you peel the bitch off, guess what? It's fucked beyond belief. I hate that. So if you're watching out there and you're somebody that like has a store or something like that and you think that that's a good fucking idea, you need to quit immediately and go work in a fucking loading dock somewhere, because obviously you can't make intelligent decisions. Sorry, but that's obviously the truth. And then Shaun of the Dead. I don't have the DVD. I don't know where it went. I've lost it somehow, and I don't understand how, but this is a fun movie. It's a really fun movie. It's the best movie out of all the movies that they've made, in my opinion. So those are my movie collection. It will grow. I do have some videotapes and, like I said, the CED collection, but I'll go into the other video formats later.